Hope you can hear me. Maybe I put the headset on and sure it. There we go. I'm just here to hang out for a bit. Yesterday I tried to have a stream and allergies got to me and I couldn't stop coughing and sneezing and it didn't work out too good. Vlogs are going to return. That's where we started out. We've got our gimbal. I had Ian out testing it yesterday, and it is working really well. We haven't got any of the footage edited yet. I can edit the footage, but it kind of makes Ian itch because I'm a little awkward with the software in some areas. And so I'll wait for him to edit it. But yeah, the vlogs are going to return. We're still going to be doing Diablo on our channel, on our Jedry Gamer channel, and I'm still going to be doing Magic the Gathering. Right now we're doing that on TikTok. TikTok is very, very popular place. Username on TikTok is Dungeon Fam, and we get thousands of views. Even if we only have a 45-minute stream, it's amazing. There's you don't have to do anything to qualify to, except to have 1,000 viewers to start to do the live. We have way more than 1,000 viewers. Or sometimes some of those music reels, we not only do them on Reels, the Cool Vibe 101, but we do them on TikTok, and these things are busting loose. I mean, we're talking sometimes thousands and thousands of views and shares, and on the gaming, they are actually tipping. We're getting tips on TikTok, not a lot, enough to mention. It's the first time we've actually earned any tips in gaming in the whole probably 11 years that me and Ian have been streaming and vlogging. Yeah, there's I don't know what the deal is. We do have thousands of followers on YouTube and Facebook, Twitch, several other places. Probably shouldn't be mentioning on Facebook because they don't really like that. But anyway, the vlogs are going to return. We're going to be doing walking vlogs. I'm hoping things will get nice and we can start before school is done. But when school is finished, we're going to try to get to the parks and Canada Day celebrations, waterfront, and film them. We live right on the bay. I mean, it's a gorgeous site, and there's walking paths and biking paths and everything all up and down this Quinte Bay area, Bay of Quinte, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, there's all kinds of parks. A huge one, Swix Park, and then there's the Pirate Park, and there's actually a place where the people, residents, park yachts, and a yacht club. Some pretty expensive looking housing. It's really, really nice. Be nice to vlog it and do some things this summer. We're trying to move back to normal if it's even possible. Every time we leave the house, somebody ends up getting sick. Well, not so much leave the house as like going to school and or getting into closed conditions usually is what brings on loads of illness. But we're trying to overcome that. So far, knock on wood, no more COVID. Not for us anyway. It's still out there big time. For those who go to like foreign countries and stuff, a lot of them are returning and have to take a 2-week vacation to get cleaned up. And it looks like Again, at least on Facebook, they have chosen to continue ignoring the fact that we go live. I've got 0 views. I'm almost up to 1,000 followers on my Reels, which is what we're looking for, because that's blocking me. Once again, we were set for monetization on Facebook, and then they changed everything somehow from what we had, which is, you know, thousands of viewers on our page, but we actually need to get 1,000 followers on our timeline now to get back to a place where we can have some monetization. Sorry, I'm just setting up. I'm actually just setting up so that I'm at least a viewer and sharing myself out. Excuse me. Because apparently if I don't, nobody will. So if you guys haven't checked out Cool Vibes, but you're on my timeline, check out our group. Share your own music memories, share your own pictures and comments and stuff on the group itself. Cool Vibes 101, just type @Cool Vibes and it should pop right up. There's only one, and it's me. Also, Cool Vibe can be found on YouTube. That's where our vlogs are going to premiere a lot. Well, they'll be here too, but we would like to see the subscribers numbers pick up on YouTube as well. And that's Cool Vibes 101 on YouTube. I don't know what's happening here. What's happening here? Okay, so Facebook is not letting me see anything anymore. It's a wonderful, wonderful broken sharing system they have. It doesn't work. And apparently neither do the notifications or anything else, because my followers, at the very least, the people who follow, we've had like 300 follows in the last 2 weeks on our reels, and these people get notified when we do anything. We're not playing music here because we don't have an actual subscription to that music, not at this time anyway. We're using other people's sounds. Sometimes that gets copyright claimed. We have to take it down and redo it. But we're using other people's sounds just like they do on TikTok. It's not really copyright free music. It's that somebody's paying for the service and you're clipping their sound and reusing it. That's what they do on Facebook too. So it's not copyright free music. It's borrowing someone else's subscription. We really are not so sure subscriptions are going to be the thing, because everybody pays for Spotify and Amazon Music and this music and that music, and then they expect, even though we're paying the $20 a month for Amazon Music and you're paying $20 a month for Amazon Music, or you're paying $20 for Spotify, they expect us to pay again that $5 to $10 a month to have the music on our live streams. When everybody's already paying those fees, they're already paying to hear what we're playing, there should be no reason to have to pay for it again. I mean, I'm surprised radio stations haven't had a bigger argument than they do. They're promoting the stuff and they have to pay every time they play, and that's silly. In my book, it's silly. All right? You shouldn't have to pay to play for something you're promoting, especially if you're only using 20 or 30 seconds of it. If I was going to use a tune and make it like my theme or something like that, I could see paying, $5, $6, $9 a month for the right. But, that's not the case. in most cases. Anyway, I don't really want politics. Just came here to let you know that we do have the gimbal. And for anybody who don't know what a gimbal is, if you've ever tried to use your camera to do any kind of walking and filming and stuff like that, you know that when you get it, you're all wiggly and jiggly. And the gimbal, really cool, kind of stabilizes that. As long as I don't turn it more than 45 degrees one way or the other, it keeps the picture still and stable and square. Whether I'm in portrait mode or widescreen, doesn't matter. It works. It just I can't get it in the camera. It just works. Yeah, we took it out yesterday. Did a walk. Not only did a walk, we tried running and jogging and jumping, walking in the grass, walking on the street, walking on the sidewalk, seeing how it would respond. And as long as the battery, which should last about 10 hours, doesn't die, or you don't actually get the gimbal turned sideways, it keeps it pretty stable all the while. If you've caught some of our vlogs that we did earlier this spring without the gimbal, you'll know that walking with the phone is a bouncy video. Very bouncy. Not only does it go sideways, but it bounces up and down as you walk, and it just doesn't happen as much with the gimbal. It keeps it electronically stabilized. Also got the little remote control so that you can hit a button and get your close-up, and hit a button and move it further back, and another button will turn you from portrait mode to vertical and horizontal. It'll turn you to forward-facing camera so that they can see you, and it'll turn you to outward so that they can see where you're going. So it's all done with the touch of a button. No matter what streaming utility you use, or if you just use your phone to do the videos or the streams. We don't have the data to do live streams with the phone, except in the house, because data here is still pretty expensive, and we have several cell phones and one data package. So my phone has like 25 megabytes or 250 megabytes of emergency data only, like if I want to ride a bus and I can tap to pay or whatever. So in our vlogs, I'm hoping to, we can get the camera to various parks, like I said, and waterfronts, and a few ventures around the neighborhood. We in the very near future, not today, because it definitely looks like it's either already raining or it's going to rain, and it's very cool. And, the gimbal won't put up with much of the water, or neither will the phone, for that matter. This phone is getting replaced soon, because it's already the A8 is super old, and it was just a hand-me-down phone from the last time they upgraded one of the phones. And we got this one. We got a pay-as-you-go chip in it so that we could use it as a house phone. It started out as a house phone. It became my phone, and you know how it works out. Yeah, here's another. I don't know if my son's going to update his phone or what they're going to do, but there is another new phone coming. So I will either adopt the phone that he's using, or they'll turn this one in for another phone. Whatever the case, this one's already got a crack in it, and you can tell it's had its fill of life. Facebook's counters do not work here. I can tell I don't even know if I have anybody watching at all. but I know I'm not getting any likes or shares or anything like that, except the one that I did. That much I know. So, yeah, just doing some more sharing. Not really looking away from you because I don't really see anybody out there, even if you were out there. Is everybody ready for Diablo 4? Well, there's been some free usage, some free days to test while it's in open beta, but other than that, June 6th, out comes Diablo 4. We're not going to get it. It's very expensive. With the exchange, it's well over $129, and no. Don't think it's worth that. I know it'll be going on sale for far less than that in the near future. In the very near future, I mean, Diablo 3 is like less than half that price. There's a Doctor Who. For those who like Doctor Who, there's a Doctor Who Magic the Gathering set that's being released very soon. Some of you might want to look into that. So just want you all to keep your eyes open for our vlogs. Me and the kids will be out there. Hopefully they will take the initiative to get out there on their own too, because Ian can take his sister and go for walks if he should so choose. That doesn't usually happen unless we coerce him or pay him, but he can. That's the point. And they're both excited about the opportunity to use the gimbal and introduce their friends to what we've been doing since the lockdown with gaming and our channels and stuff like that. I know my 7-year-old daughter's got classmates now on Roblox. My son has his posse he takes to Discord, and they've all got their Minecraft stuff going, and their Roblox. He and his friends develop Roblox games, even as part of their school grade. And so all of that's going on. They build their, sometimes they've took time to refurbish and help rebuild their own computers, and obviously we're learning a lot about photography and graphics and editing and sound, and that's where we're at on that. This is, like I said, I've been doing this with Ian since he was 5 years old. It's what he does. As he'll tell you, it's what I do. Just kind of wish we could get the PC closer to the router to plug it, hardwire it in. Unfortunately, Ian sits with his computer next to the router, and his laptop doesn't have a way to hardwire into the router. It's kind of backwards, but that's the way it is. So we want to make sure everybody knows to like and subscribe. Follow us to our YouTube channel. For those watching on YouTube right now, because we are live both on YouTube and Facebook, please subscribe there. We appreciate your support. There's a lot more content coming your way. Like I've mentioned before, the gaming is going to go away, at least for the spring, the rest of the spring, the summer, and a good part of the fall, I would suspect, with the vlogs. It won't be on YouTube anyway. You'll still see it here every day, probably, or most every day. And we have to keep up with our agreement with TikTok for a certain amount of hours a day or a month, as well as Facebook for our page. I think it's like 4 hours a month or something like that. And first, we got to get that 1,000 followers on Facebook. Is anybody out there seeing this that isn't already following my timeline? Hit that follow button. We appreciate it. I mean, we are getting like 100,000 views on those 3 to 9 reels that we post every day. And getting quite a few followers from that, but we still need a little under 200 to make that 1,000 follower mark. Anyway, we're going to call it good for now. We hope that you will join us. We hope that you'll follow. Keep your eyes open for those